Thanksgiving is so much more than just safely gathering with loved ones and reflecting on the blessings over a tasty meal. Listen, it's going to be a good time, but you got to be careful as well. According to the NFPA, it is also the peak time for kitchen fires. With us this afternoon to talk about that is my assistant chief at the Laurel Fire Department. This is Michael Lowe. He's also an instructor at the Delaware State Fire School. Chief, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. As always, glad to be here.
I think a lot of people have discovered how good a fried turkey tastes, but it's got its own inherent dangers when you're cooking it, doesn't it?
Yeah, frying a turkey is very dangerous. We do understand the popularity of it. You cannot tell folks, obviously, not to fry a turkey, but there's certainly an increased level of caution if you decide to go that route.
I think one of the things that I've seen is the best way to go is to measure how much grease you're going to put in your fryer using water first. Mark the tub, and then you're not going to have such a problem with overflow, right?
Yes, absolutely. The overflow is a major problem. Another thing is making sure the turkey is fully thawed.
Let's say we're cooking inside, Chief. The kitchen is always a problem. What if we have some kind of a grease fire on the stove? What's the best thing to do here?
The best thing to do with a grease fire is you have to remember the principles of the fire triangle, and it takes three things to have a fire. You have to have oxygen, something to burn, and a heat source. So what we're going to do on the stovetop is take away the oxygen, and the best way to do it is have a pan lid close by that fits the pan that you're using. Use it as a shield, slide it over top of the pan, turn the heat off, the oxygen is taken away, the fire goes out.
Why not just dump some water on it?
Water creates, again, an explosive factor. Could be extremely, extremely dangerous. Putting water on a grease fire is probably one of the last things you want to do.
Is a fire extinguisher still a good option?
Fire extinguisher is a very good option to have in the kitchen. Again, just a couple of words to the wise. Make sure your fire extinguisher is mounted in your kitchen in what is referred to as your area of egress. And that means the way you're going to exit the kitchen. You do not want to have the fire extinguisher under the sink, the stove in the middle of the room. You have to walk past the fire to get the fire extinguisher.
There you go. Assistant Chief Michael Lowe with the Laurel Fire Department, also an instructor at the Delaware State Fire School. Wishing you a happy Thanksgiving as well. Thanks for talking to us.
Happy Thanksgiving.